Last night, you closed your eyes, and somewhere in those dark hours you were running from something, falling off something, or back in a school you haven't thought about in years. And the weirdest part? You just accepted it. No questions asked. Full emotional buy-in to whatever your brain made up entirely. So what's actually happening in there? Most people assume dreams are just mental static, random noise, the brain powering down, thoughts firing like a car engine sputtering out. The science says that's almost certainly wrong. Dreams happen mainly during REM sleep, rapid eye movement, a stage your brain cycles into several times a night, roughly every 90 minutes. During REM, your neurons fire at nearly the same rate as when you're fully awake. Your body is essentially paralyzed. Your mind is running a full simulation, and nobody, not a single neuroscientist alive, has reached a proper consensus on exactly why. That should stop you for a second. We've mapped the human genome. We've put things on Mars. We still don't know why you dreamed about your third-grade teacher last Tuesday. One compelling theory is called the threat simulation theory, developed by Antti Revonsuo. His argument: dreaming evolved as a biological flight simulator, a consequence-free environment where your brain rehearses dangerous situations every single night. No real risk, just practice. Think about the dreams that actually stick with you: being chased, losing someone, showing up completely unprepared. Revonsuo found that threatening events are significantly overrepresented in dreams compared to real life. The brain isn't selecting these randomly. It's drilling, running scenarios it considers worth preparing for. That nightmare where something is chasing you and your legs won't move, your brain may have scheduled that on purpose, because somewhere deep in your evolutionary wiring, practicing fear has survival value. You were being trained while you slept. But there's a competing idea. Matthew Walker, author of Why We Sleep, describes REM sleep as overnight emotional processing. During REM, norepinephrine, the neurochemical tied to stress and anxiety, drops to its lowest point of the entire day, the only time this happens. So your brain replays difficult memories, painful ones, but inside a neurochemical environment, stripped of acute stress. You're re-experiencing something without fully suffering through it. Walker describes this as the brain taking the emotional sting out of hard memory, processing the weight while keeping the memory intact. It's why things genuinely feel more manageable after sleep. Sleep on it is thousands of years old advice, and neurologically, it's completely defensible. People consistently deprived of REM sleep don't just feel tired, they become significantly more emotionally reactive, less able to regulate stress, more likely to perceive neutral phases as threatening. The overnight processing isn't a bonus feature, it's load-bearing. Skip it enough times, and the emotional backlog starts to show. Now here's the part that makes people uncomfortable. The content of your dreams is not random. It's specific to you in ways that are almost embarrassing once you notice them. People who grew up with limited access to color television report dreaming in black and white at significantly higher rates. Your childhood visual environment literally shaped the look of your internal dream world. The palette your brain uses to build your dreams, your childhood built that. Researcher G. William Domhoff spent decades cataloging dream content. He consistently found that what people dream about closely mirrors their waking concerns, relationships, and unresolved emotional tension. The person you keep dreaming about, there's probably something there. The scenario that won't stop recurring, your brain has flagged it for a reason. In trauma survivors, something shifts noticeably. In most dreams, settings change, things shift. Strange logic applies. But in PTSD-related nightmares, the traumatic event replays with unusual accuracy. Same location, same details, same emotional intensity. The threat simulation system gets stuck running the same drill on repeat, never reaching resolution. This is why certain trauma therapies now specifically target dream content, because whatever process dreaming is supposed to complete it hasn't completed. The brain keeps returning to the same unfinished file night after night. Then there's lucid dreaming, which complicates everything further. A lucid dream is one where you become aware mid-dream that you are dreaming. A 2016 meta-analysis found that 55% of people have experienced at least one lucid dream. During a normal dream, your prefrontal cortex, responsible for logic and self-awareness, goes quiet. That's why you never question the bizarre things unfolding in front of you. During a lucid dream, it partially reactivates. A light switches on in a room that's supposed to be dark. You become aware you're watching your own unconscious production in real time. Step back for a second. You spend roughly 2 hours every single night dreaming. By the time you're 75, that's around 6 full years spent inside experiences your brain generated completely from scratch. Emotionally real, spatially convincing, full of people you love and people you've never met. 6 years in a world that isn't there, and most of it is gone within minutes of waking up. Researcher Francis Crick, yes. The Dina guy proposed that dreaming functions as a clearing process, the brain selectively pruning connections it no longer needs. Forgetting not as failure, but the whole point. The dream dissolves because it was never meant to be retrieved, only processed. Every night your brain builds something, a full experience, emotionally real, visually convincing, and by morning, most of it is just gone, not faded, gone. That's been happening your entire life. Every single night, in a part of your mind you have basically no access to. Whatever got processed last night, whatever got replayed, rehearsed, or filed away, you didn't get a summary. You just woke up, probably a little groggy, and got on with your day. That's the deal your brain made with you, and every single night you keep agreeing to it.